Hello, everyone. Welcome back to St. Louis Teens. I'm here today with Branden Marty, who is the managing partner and CEO at Veterans Roasters Cup of Joe Coffee. They make great coffee that changes the lives of military veterans. Hello, Branden. How are you today?
Good street. How you doing?
Good, good. Um, so I think the first question is, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what inspired you to start Veteran Roasters?
Sure, happy to. A little bit about myself. I'm from the Midwest. Originally grew up in Wisconsin. Went to school at the University of Michigan and entered the Navy from there. Spent about 11 years in the Navy, most of the time as a helicopter pilot. But really, something that kind of changed and influenced my life was I spent 2 years running the Navy's Wounded Warrior Program, which was the program that helped wounded, ill, and injured service members integrate and transition from their military duties back to being civilians and with all the benefits and any other kind of special needs that they or their family had. So I kind of got really involved and passionate about kind of this supporting mechanism. And once I left active duty service, stayed involved in veteran advocacy and veteran support work and had an opportunity working with a number of people to kind of shift that into more employment opportunity related endeavors, specifically for homeless or veterans at risk of becoming homeless, those that really struggle with their transition.
Right.
So through that, we started Veteran Roasters. Me personally, not knowing anything about coffee, but partnering with folks that have been in the coffee business for a while, but using coffee really as the vehicle by which we provide employment opportunities, but also help veterans develop skills that not only they can use in the coffee industry but beyond. So that's really the mission of Veteran Roasters, to provide opportunities and empower veterans by providing them jobs and employment opportunities as well as skill development for them to build back their lives from a position that they didn't think they'd find themselves in many a times, or just through no fault of their own, they kind of fell into a situation.
Yeah. Well, first off, just thank you for your service and thank you that, you're for all that you're doing for our veterans.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for helping me tell the story.
Yeah. And then if you could just say, what is the best part of your job or, what you find to be the best part of your job?
Well, the best part of the job, I think, for me is the people aspect. What we're doing to help support and build people back up. Again, finding them in places that they never thought themselves in, very discouraged, loss of self-esteem, self-confidence. Bring them in, put them through kind of our system and our processes, as well as bring them into be amongst a team and a group of people that care about them and want to see them grow, and watching them flourish from there, really, as their self-esteem grows, as their self-confidence grows, as they really help us build and create the culture that we want, kind of this culture of support, of teamwork, and that everybody can succeed if we come together and work together. So for me, it's been seeing the people grow,
Yeah.
us being able to retain 100% of the people that we bring in,
Wow.
has been pretty neat. Them then once helping them establish whether permanent housing, then permanent job, and seeing them then going back to school, trying to develop themselves even greater in terms of giving back to their community and other organizations they become involved in. So it's really to kind of see the growth of the people that we're able to work with is is the neatest part.
Yeah. And I know that, social Veterans Roasters is at a great place now, but I would have to assume that, it didn't always start like that. It was, small at, just like every other business. So what is the one thing that helped you sort of grow the most in your business?
I think the biggest thing was finding partnerships and finding people that had a similar mission, or part of their mission was to support companies and organizations that have veteran-related initiatives.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we've really looked at, whether it's corporations, other nonprofit organizations, those that you can kind of multiply your voice and multiply your network by because of the similar work that you do together. So that's really been a big thing. Is I would say partnership.
All right. And then, what would your advice be for young entrepreneurs and young social entrepreneurs who are trying to, follow their passion and create their own businesses?
Well, I think the number one thing is just get out there and be amongst other people that have similar thoughts, or that maybe can help, or you can help each other. No matter what age, no matter how long the company is, whether it's that young entrepreneur is just first time out, reach out to the big folks within your industry. We actually reached out really early to give an example to Starbucks. I mean, they're the big behemoth in coffee, right? But trying to see what we could do to support them, and them to support us, is like find some kind of that mutuality and benefit of support. So that's what I encourage. I think there's only so much we can do ourselves in building a business, but if you look at other businesses within your industry or other people within the industry, how can together you help each other and find those opportunities of alliance and of partnership.
And so thank you so much for talking about Veterans Roasters and all the good that it does for our veterans.